Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Anquinette if you are new here, and in today's video we are doing a little wear test with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. If you're interested, please do keep on watching. Okay, so I did pick this up at Ulta, so I'm on the Ulta website. So this is the Halo Glow Skin Tint Mineral SPF 50. I got mine in the shade 8 Medium Neutral. Hopefully this is my shade. If not, then I mean, I would just make it work with what I got for the most part. And I did see this on TikTok, so your girl definitely wanted to give it a try. So first impressions, $18 is a little steep, no lie. And also for the packaging, I think the pink packaging is super duper cute. I like this little baby pink situation. However, I don't know why. I guess for $18, I thought this was going to be a bigger tube. You do get 1 ounce of product in here. So let's open up the components. There we go. For the most part, usually when I put on foundation or whatever, I usually use a primer, but I kind of want to see how this works on its own without a primer interfering, intercepting, or whatever the case may be. So we are just going to give this product a good shake. I don't think it says we have to shake it, but it's just what I'm doing. Component. This is a little squeezy tube situation. What I'm going to do, I am just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. So there is the consistency. A little bit runny, but it is a skin tint. So it says it's buildable and lightweight. I'm just going to use a beauty blender, but I'm not going to dampen it. I kind of want to see what it looks like. On this side, don't quite think this is my skin tone. So I do have, like, you know, darker, grainier coloring around my eyes, so I am going to kind of put this right here on one side of my face so you guys can kind of see the difference in coverage for the most part. When it comes to foundation, I typically don't put foundation around my eyes. I'll just use like concealer so it doesn't give too much of like a cakey appearance, but this is super duper lightweight. I feel like it's barely there, honestly. Not quite. I feel like my undertone, I mean, I could be wrong because clearly like your girl still struggles with shade matching herself. But I felt like if I would have got the number 7, it would have been too light. The coverage for it, I feel like you can still see my skin, as you can see here, and you can still see like my little moles that I got going on. And yes, your girl has texture on the skin, like it is what it is, friends. But yeah, you can still see my skin, but it gives like a very beautiful glowy finish, I feel like, for the most part. I don't think it looks terrible, but like I said, I think the undertone is just a little off. But overall, it feels really nice, very pretty. I do want to see how this wears. Like I said, I did not use a primer, so maybe I should use primer on the other side. So this side, no primer. This side, we are going to use primer. So we're going to stick with e.l.f. So this is the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. I absolutely love this product, you guys. But this is like the little baby one. I didn't know they had a very small baby one until I went and got this product yesterday. So I picked this little bad boy up. And the small one, I think, was like $5. This one is, how many ounces? I can't remember. I threw away the box. Let's see, friends. Labeled as buildable for the most part. I do have a little bit of a pimple scar here that your girl's been working on, so we'll see how that covers. I actually kind of feel like I like the side with primer better. It looks kind of more dewier. Maybe just because I just started. This side is starting to dry down. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to stick with e.l.f. products today for the most part. So I have the e.l.f. concealer. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in the shade... What shade are you? Medium warm. But I feel like this is definitely a brightening shade for your girl because it is really bright underneath the eye. So I'm going to just do a dot there and a dot there. And then I'm going to use the Camo Liquid Blush. This is in the shade Dusky Rose. I really have been enjoying this product oh so very much lately. I did do like a little first impressions of it in one of my other recent makeup videos that featured e.l.f. Like I said, you guys, e.l.f. has been coming for the big brands next, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I don't have any eyebrow products from e.l.f. I might need to look into that. If I'm not mistaken, I also think I heard e.l.f. Bought out a big retailer brand. I think it was Rhode Beauty or something like that. I think it was like Hailey Bieber's makeup line, if I'm not mistaken. e.l.f. had bought that out. So I'll be kind of curious to know how their new launches are going to be. I want to use a different product, but I guess I'm committed. So we're gonna use this e.l.f. Halo Glow pressed powder in the shade Medium Neutral. I'm just going to use this little puff situation, just kind of press it into my powder, and I'm going to take some of it off on the back of my hand like that. I feel like in person this looks really pretty. I don't know necessarily how well it's showing on camera, but in person this looks really pretty. Really pretty. I guess I do have to break the e.l.f. streak because I don't have any e.l.f. setting spray. That might be something that I should look into, but I'm going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip. This is the Grip Set and Refreshing Spray. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like e.l.f. has something similar to this product here as well. Like I said, e.l.f. just be coming for the big dogs next. So but yeah, I just really like the way that kind of marinates my makeup. I know it hasn't completely dried down yet, but I feel like my skin is skinning, y'all. Like, it looks so pretty in person. I don't have any e.l.f. mascaras, so we're going to use this. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their Lash Sculpt Lifting and Volumizing Mascara. I personally don't have a lot of e.l.f. lippies, but I do have one of their lip squeezes. I got this for Christmas from my mom, and I really do like this. But this is my face. The time currently is 1:42. I will go ahead and check back with you guys in a few hours. I am going to be running a few errands today, so I will be out and about in the elements. Okay, as you may know, or at least if y'all have seen some of my like foundation type of videos, I do kind of like to see what the makeup looks like and how it wears outside in natural lighting. So we're going to look at that together. I'm just going on my back porch. And wait, let's find a good lighting. Right, so this is essentially how my foundation is looking in natural lighting, or the skin tint, or whatever it's called. This is in natural lighting. Looks absolutely stunning on the viewfinder, y'all. Like, I kind of like low-key have to look at myself in this occasion so I can kind of talk you through. But yeah, this is so pretty. But yeah, guys, this is how it looks so far. Next, we're gonna see how this makeup wears in the hot Florida sun, y'all. I'll be back.
One eternity later.
Hey friends, we are doing our final makeup check-in. It is currently 8:19 on the same day. For the most part, I feel like my makeup has held off pretty well. So I naturally have oily skin, so there's definitely some glowiness, dewiness, oiliness kind of going around my T-zone area. For the most part, I really do like the coverage and the finish of this skin tint. I couldn't think of what it was. The only thing I did not care about, I'm not sure if it was the actual skin tint or if it was the powder. I normally don't use like this type of powder to set my under eyes. I usually prefer like a fine milled ground powder, kind of like the Huda Beauty, but I wanted to use like, you know, majority e.l.f. products. So I had used the pressed powder, which I normally love on a normal day, but however, I don't know if you can see, there is a lot of creasing under my eyes right now, which normally does not happen. I don't know necessarily if it was this either, just because I did put this under my eye as well, so it was probably either one of these that kind of contributed to the significance of the under eye creases. Naturally, if you do have lines underneath your eyes, you know, you're going to see some sort of variation of creasing, but this is probably the worst creasing that I've seen, at least doing makeup wise. So probably the next time I do this, I'll just use my powders that I normally use, which is the Huda Beauty, the baking powder situation. I don't necessarily recommend this under the eye, but overall, like I said, you guys, this is my face, no filter, nothing that I've added or subtracted essentially from my face to start with. But yeah, you guys, I really do like it. This is definitely something that I will be incorporating into my normal makeup routine essentially. I had an end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I truly hope you all have a wonderful, safe, and blessed week, and we shall see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.